So I just left a restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up, and apparently I got stood up. I brought flowers. I'm trying to do everything that's right, and I just get stood up. Sitting there eating a meal by myself and realizing that
Young living every day, giving it to you and cutting straight. Listen, say this your first time watching my video, and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel. Click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. Now moving forward, today is about a dude who showed up on the first date with some flowers and then got stood up by a woman. Let's see what he had to say about that. Let's dive into it.
So I just left a restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up, and apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I brought flowers. I've been consistent talking with this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time. You know, I've done everything to be just the kind of guy that would value somebody's time. Like, I'm just looking for my person. I'm just looking for the one that I guess is out there for me. I mean, I want to be somebody's husband someday, father. I'm trying to do everything that's right, and I just get stood up. Like, my feelings didn't even matter. Sitting there eating a meal by myself and realizing that nobody even cares about people anymore. Like, alien dating shouldn't even be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard to find somebody. It shouldn't be this difficult to fall in love. To be kind to one another. Like, what? Ladies, tell me, what did I do wrong?
Now, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all my take on it. I'm gonna play it back.
So I just left a restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up, and apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I brought flowers. I've been consistent talking with this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time.
Now, see, listen, one thing for sure, one thing for certain, man. Heard what he said. I'm trying to figure out what she like, what she don't like. And when you're in a position in life and you're moving and shaking as a guy, always say, get your money on point, get your mind on point, get your body on point, develop them social skills. And last but not least, get you a passport. But I always say that before the passport part is because when you do the work to develop yourself, by default, the byproduct of that is going to come to women. You don't do that for the women. You work on yourself to become better for yourself. And the byproduct of that is the women going to come right through the floodgates. You shouldn't be trying to prove yourself to the female. She should be trying to prove herself to you. When you're trying to prove yourself to her, she's going to think she's better than you, like I always say, and she's going to punish you. In his case, he bought roses. The girl didn't even show up. It's never enough when you're not that guy. But let's continue.
You know, I've done everything to be just the kind of guy that would value somebody's time. Like, I'm just looking for my person.
Oh, hell no.
See, he said, I've done everything I can to value somebody else's time. What is that woman doing to value your time? She should be doing everything she can to respect your time, respect your presence, to respect you as a man. He's trying to, again, prove himself to the woman. And like I always say, when you pedestalize women, they will punish you. Let's continue.
I'm just looking for the one that I guess is out there for me. I mean, I want to be somebody's husband someday, father. I'm trying to do everything that's right, and I just get stood up.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Well, I won't say you're doing everything that's right, because to say you're doing everything that's right, you be in the gym. You get your money on point. You get your mind on point, and you would develop your social skills. I'm not saying he don't have social skills, but you would do all of these things. You have to check off all these boxes. You got to improve yourself as a guy. If you sit around wasting time trying to figure out what it is a woman wants, you're going to lose every time. So let's continue.
Like my feelings didn't even matter. Sitting there eating a meal by myself and realizing that nobody even cares.
You ain't never last. You ain't never last. You ain't never last.
That's the harsh reality as a man. He said his feelings don't matter. That's women. I hate to say it, y'all, but this is the truth. This is how it goes in America. Women do not care about how you feel. When they don't view you as that guy, they don't respect you, they don't admire you, they don't look up to you, they don't want you, they don't have that genuine desire for you, that initial attraction, they do not care about your feelings. That's the harsh world. Any man watching my channel right now, when they're not mentally and emotionally invested in you, they don't care about how you feel. It doesn't matter. You got to do the work. They ain't gonna care how you feel. A lot of men ain't gonna care how you feel. That's life. This is America. And before I go further, let's be honest, man. Like I said in my videos, you got to sort through a lot of trash in America to find something that's good. 9.5 chances out of 10, say she on the market, she probably ain't that good. Cause say she was that beautiful and she was that valuable, she'd be locked down already by somebody. A man that got his stuff together, who's got experience with women, know a good one when he see it. You ever notice how a lot of the girls is tend to be beautiful women, they full of life and they seem very nice? They look at their hand, you're gonna see a ring on their finger. That ain't by accident, brother. It's not enough good women in America to serve all the good men. It's not enough. But let's continue.
About people anymore. Like, alien dating shouldn't even be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard to find somebody. It shouldn't be this difficult to fall in love.
I agree with you. It shouldn't be that hard to find nobody. But as men, we can't operate off of should. You got to operate off what is. And in America specifically, it is hard for somebody. It is hard for somebody who hasn't done the work. Say you're improving yourself, you in the gym, you're working on your mind, you're working on your body, you're getting your finances on point, you're articulating yourself well. Guaranteed, like I said before, that's going to increase the amount of women that's walking into your life. It's hard for you when you don't do the work. And then by default, after you do the work, I always advocate Passport, because that puts you in the mind of abundance. It's not necessarily about you going over there being with girls. It's you going over there, you feeling the energy, you seeing women coming your direction, you seeing a lot of other men with beautiful women. It opens up the floodgates of abundance. You have to understand, women operate off the abundance mindset. Men need to get the same abundance mindset. These girls don't care because they look at it like this. If you stop talking to them, it's a whole bunch of other men waiting. You men need to operate with that same abundance mindset. I'm telling you, man, Passport will open you up like Vicks Vapor Rub. I'm not lying to you. And I ain't just talking about encounters with women. I'm talking about actually being over there, seeing the level of beauty over there, the level of femininity over there, the level of appreciation over there. But let's continue.
To be kind to one another. Like, what? Ladies, tell me, what did I do wrong?
And see, that's another thing right there. Being kind, showing up with roses. Most of these girls don't appreciate no roses. Now, it might be an exception to the rule, a few women out there to do, but men can't operate off exceptions to the rule. We have to operate from a general census. Most of these girls don't care about no roses. They don't want that. Listen, the men that are stroking that Pink Panther, touching their soul, spinning it around, giving it back to them, one stroke at a time till they bust and faint, he ain't giving her no roses. He ain't taking on no $200-300 dates. See, they use that tactic on men they don't like that. Men they think they better than. Because the guys that they desire and look up to ain't got to do that. He do the bare minimum while you're out there scrambling around trying to get her. He was talking about being kind and all the other stuff. Man, listen, I'm going to be all the way honest with you. You be respectful as a guy, but you got to be a man at the end of the day. All that super kind and all this other stuff, that ain't what aroused them. A woman can find you attractive physically, but do you arouse her? See, that's the difference right there. And I'm not saying you just go out here, get the money just to go out here and stroke girls. That's a base level way of viewing things. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm just saying when you go out there and do the work, you got the pick of the litter. Now the question is, when you got the pick of the litter, what quality out of that pick of the litter is going to be available? And then another thing he said, ladies, what did I do wrong? Getting advice from most women ain't going to be good for you. All they going to do is lie. Now listen, y'all, we're going to go to what I believe to be is his TikTok account, and we're going to read some of the comments in there. And then I'm going to elaborate after that. Let's dive into it. Check this out. Look, I pray you find your person. Don't stop being a good person. I ain't going to repeat all that. That person going wild. Look at this. You make me wish I had a sister to set you up with. Please stay a wonderful gentleman and your queen will come. Never ever wait on anyone. You're awesome. Please stay that way. The right one will come worth your time. I'm so sorry. I can hear this pain and frustration in your voice. I know it's so disappointing and a little embarrassing being stood up. I'm so sorry, love. I don't use TikTok, but I saw your video and had to reach out. It wasn't your fault. Continue being your genuine self. This person didn't deserve you. You will find your person. I hope you end up with a good person and have that family. I just want you to know I cried watching your video. You're such a beautiful soul, my love. Unfortunately, this is what comes with dating. Flaking do come with dating. I ain't gonna lie. Trust me, you did good. And listen, y'all, I ain't gonna go through all the comments. Point being, I just want to share that to show you. You see how all the women talking about he did nothing wrong? This is why I say he shouldn't be taking advice from these women. Wait, ladies, tell me what I did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You're going to find a woman. I cried when I watched your video. All the crying she did, I guess what? After all that crying, I bet you she ain't going to date him. She cried. She say she cried so much for him. Oh, we care about how you feel. We can relate all this other stuff. You didn't do anything wrong. Sitting there lying to that man instead of telling him the truth. This is why you can't take advice from most of these women, because they ain't gonna tell you the truth. They ain't gonna be honest with you. All them girls saying that, I guarantee you, most of them been stroked by Tyrone. Tyrone has stroked that Pink Panther, touched their soul, touched the back of their oven, turned the lights on till they bust and faint. All of them been stroked by Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, and Chad. And they sitting there telling him he ain't do nothing wrong. See, this is the thing. He got to get somebody that's either, I won't say necessarily a dating coach, somebody who has experience, who has proof of concept of having success with women, to sit him down and help him improve himself. Somebody who he's going to actually take the advice from, learn from, and build himself up. Because a man going to give you the real. These women lying. Talking about some you ain't do nothing wrong. Showing up with roses. I'm going to tell you something like this, man. I remember this was some time back, right? I remember I was talking to this girl, and at the time she said she was divorced, and then she was telling me she wanted a good dude. I asked, I said, the guy you was married to, was he a good guy? She said no. I said, that the man you had a kid with? She said yeah. I said okay. I ain't saying nothing, but in my mind, you know what I'm thinking? You say you want a nice dude, but you gave your best at the peak of your prime, when you had the most negotiating power with men. Out of all the good dudes that was available, you ignored those guys and you got married to this dude and you shared your womb with this man. So they say one thing and do another. She want a good dude, but she married and had a baby by a guy who wasn't good. So you don't want no good dude. But she want to believe in her mind at that time that that's what she really wanted. See, it don't sound socially acceptable for them to say that they like Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray, and Chad. So they're going to dress up and say, I want somebody that's good, as nice, is going to treat me well and give me roses. Ain't no dude that they found arousing done that. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. They say one thing and they do another. Oh, you didn't do anything wrong. All that other stuff. Like I said, the other girl talking about she crying. And another girl saying, oh, if I had a sister, I'll on a sister. Well, if he was that great of a man, I don't know if she's single or not. Say you single, why you won't talk to him? So what it all come down to, like I said before I get out of here, man, is he got to get his money on point, got to get his mind on point, got to get his body on point, develop them social skills, and last but not least, get you a passport, man. Like I tell you guys all the time, listen, let's do a little mathematics, right? I don't know the exact number of men it is in the United States. I'm gonna look it up in my phone. Give me a second. Now, my phone say it's 164.38 million males, 167.51 million women, right? So if it's 164 million men in the United States, and out of all those 167 million women, most of them are trash. How many of them 167 million women you think are actually good? Hold up. And after we say good, how many of them 167 million women that are actually good, that's actually single and available? That's a whole nother ball game right there. That's going to be a fraction of what 167 million women is. So let's do some math. You think that many women that's actually good women, that's actually single, they ain't been ran through, you think it's enough of that percentage of women out of that 167 million women to service 164 million men? No. I don't say passport for no reason, man. I ain't telling you to do nothing I ain't did, and I ain't telling you to do nothing I'm not going to do. Oh yeah. Oh, that's believe I'm gonna do a lot more traveling too. Yeah. We just got some things we gonna line up here in the States. And once them boots on the ground and they moving and shaking the way it's supposed to be, 100%, y'all will see a lot more of that. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not enough good women that's single to actually serve the 164 million men, or whatever percentage of that 164 million men that are actually good men. It's not. It's just not feasible. It's a lot of trash you got to sort through. Hate to say it, but old boy, but this is the world we in. Like I said already, these women do not care about how you feel. If there's no mental, emotional attachment, no initial attraction, no genuine desire, they do not care about how you feel. That is how it goes. You want to be in the United States as a man and you watching my channel, you need to suck it up, do the work, and improve yourself. This the game. This man got to improve himself. And like I already said, y'all, before I get out of here, let's have the money on point. Let's have a mind on point. Let's have a body on point. Develop them social skills. And last but not least, get you a passport, travel to a destination in your liking. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it, man. And you dang sure ain't going to be on TikTok, vulnerable, crying. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. Listen, I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.
Yeah. Got the streets on fire, feel the heat, the Wayne way. Ain't never had no handouts, put in work, I'm self-made. Superhero strength, I got the power, Luke Cage.